is this place? It looks like the heart of Project Kronos.
Could be. Do you think we gave that horrid thing the slip?
I really hope so. After seeing what that black smoke can do to humans, I wouldn't want... What the hell?
We're getting a repeat
How did
of
that
this
thing get
cutscene.
out?
No time for questions now! Run, Professor! Run! Quick, the bunker door!
Help me close it, Evangeline!
Yes.
Damn it.
So
That was close.
Guys, I hope this chamber is shut tight.
If not, we better find another exit. Otherwise, we're trapped in here.
yes, the smoke is trying to get us, but at least we had a big, heavy bunker door to protect us. But that means the only way is to go further inside of the ice cave and see what's awaiting us there. Likely some more puzzles. Not sure if our notebook is gonna be fixed or is it just broken for the rest of the game.
Lord almighty.
Evie recognized the gigantic creature at once. It was the same one she had seen in her visions.
Look at the size of that creature.
Harry remained silent. He was in shock, but not because the sight of that creature bewildered him. Quite the opposite. Something about it felt disturbingly familiar.
There we go. There he is. The creature. Although it does kind of, like, the arms kind of look like the robot arms rather than natural. But there is the shrimp face we've been looking for. Okay, there is lots of equipment here, some documents. That bastard Stahl has disappeared with the tome and has let the polyp loose. He has doomed us all. We never should have trusted him.
So the Nazis called the black smoke things polyps.
Yep. I mean, they said it was a goop and then it was a smoke because it reacted to sounds. Dahlmeier's mind link device functioned, but the creature refuses to communicate with us. It merely repeats the same unintelligible gibberish again and again. We have managed to isolate two words: Narcotus and Dr. West. It's the shrimp people, as we've called them, but yes, it's the elder gods. Hope this project has nothing to do with the god is named after, otherwise I have a feeling our main character will be continuing from the Stone Age in the sequel. Yeah. I'm just gonna throw him some time shenanigans into it as well. Just to make everything more complicated. Okay. Anything here? No. Just a dead end. Piece of paper here. Are they really going to shut the program down? How can they be so foolish? Otto understood our vision. If the Führer will not believe in what we are doing, I shall find someone who will.
Looks like this message never got sent.
No, because eventually, like, they got locked in. Some people got locked in here, and then the other people just abandoned the base and never came back. I guess after that thing got out. So, some messages just went left behind. Okay, so there is a door. There is a door we can potentially open and go inside the spaceship that the thing was in. But I guess we have to figure out how we would be able to do that first. So let's go up here, see if there is any way to open things. There is some sort of chair with what looks like heating elements. And then just machines. Okay, are we supposed to sit on
This
this?
seat is what the Nazis used to try to communicate with the creature.
All right, there's no time to waste. Try connecting me to that machine, Professor.
Evie knew perfectly well that the professor was about to rattle off a whole list of reasons why they shouldn't go through with it, but she had neither the time nor the patience to listen to them.
And before you say anything, yes, Professor, we have to do it. Because we're trapped in here. And yes, Professor, it does have to be me. Because I'm the one who has dreamed of that creature. And the one who understands its language. I know you're trying to protect me. But I need you to trust me. Just this once.
Before the argument had even started, Harry had to concede defeat.
You're impossible, do you know that?
Yes, she's immediately like, oh yeah, can you just please plug me into the god? I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Okay, so how do I make you go in there? It looks like this is potentially interactive. So I can't swap characters. Okay, she wrote some things in the journal. The seed and the god. Okay, do we need to find instructions on how to use this thing? Because obviously, unless we know, nothing will happen. Ah, there we go. Since no panel or sensor of any kind is present on the craft, and the creature does not appear anatomically equipped to produce sounds, I theorize that it controls the vessel by means of some form of cerebral alignment. I've designed a prototype apparatus to, in essence, attune to the creature's brain activity. This should enable direct communication with it. Okay, but how do you know, right? Like, you literally just see a creature and they're like, oh yeah, I just know how to attune to their brain. The procedure entails identifying 4 distinct cerebral wave frequencies inherent to the human brain, designated A, B, C, and D, which correspond to those observed in the frozen specimen 1, 2, 3, and 4. I shall seek General Adler's authorization for its construction. Don't question it. How can it snow in a cave? Maybe there's like holes.
Apparently the Nazis tried to communicate with that creature.
How's the weather here? I mean, it's dropped down the temperature. It's only about like 28 degrees. Yeah. That's a lot less than it was, because after Sunday, like Monday and Tuesday, was 33, so it was extremely hot. Okay, so we have to attune to some sort of frequency with the creature. Okay, we've already read this, and we've read this, so how do we know what to attune to? Is something there, up there now? There are knobs. Ah, okay, there is no thing we can pull.
Seems to power the machine connected to the chair. You can sit down, Evangeline.
Hello, Joran. Welcome, welcome. I can check the previous pages, but yes, this is still empty. Okay, this I think was already working, but yes, we're missing notes from that office. And whatever this was supposed to be, it's also missing, so it's all still broken, so I should probably also be prepared for things to be missing in this section. Is Map released this week? Map releases tomorrow. Okay? I'm already half considering also streaming tomorrow because there is like multiple things releasing tomorrow. So I'm like, I'm gonna have trouble picking things to stream. In terms of like, what do I want to do first? So, because it's tomorrow is the Cerebral puzzle game showcase on Steam, so that's usually where lots of like demos, announcements, whatever are released. It's the Thinky Games Direct, which again is gonna be trailers, announcements, demos, all the stuff. And yes, a bunch of games are releasing. Yes, Escape Simulator 2 is getting a new room. Then yes, Map is releasing. There are some other things releasing that I've now forgotten. But yes, there is a bunch of things happening tomorrow. There will be probably a bunch of new demos, and it's basically puzzle game Christmas. Which I'm not complaining, it's just like, I've got work. I wish I was just able to play things all day, but I have to be at work. Have I played Inkblood? No. What kind of game is that? Okay, so we have...
This apparatus identifies matching brainwave patterns between Evangeline and that creature.
So matching brainwave patterns, so we can pick those things up and make connections. Okay, so B1 makes a wave. C1 is nothing, D1 is nothing. Okay, so we just have to go through and find different connections. Okay, A3 makes a wave. Okay.
Another brainwave match.
Okay,
Good.
so C's got 2 different shapes. D also got a couple of shapes. Okay. So I think he's been writing all of that down because I heard the sounds of things connecting. Okay, we're missing something. Did I like not plug enough A or B's, or was it? Okay, I think B2 was the missing one. Okay, at least the notebook seems to be working. So this is all filling in. Extra stream. I mean, I'm not saying 100% extra stream, but I am very tempted. It's just that, yes, it's gonna be another day where I just have to, like, after work, quickly get myself together and, yeah, do stream. But I kind of wanna do map release tomorrow. Started your summer vacation. I can play all the games for a few weeks. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I'm not having like any extended holidays till August. So until then, it's just whatever time I can scrape by after work / weekends. Okay, and then we've got okay, ABC.
Geeignet means suitable, and untauglich means unsuitable.
It must refer to the brainwaves.
Okay, so it's telling us currently that we don't have the right matching brainwaves to do things. And then we can change this to... Okay, so for each ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, we need to make the pairings of ABC to numbers. But it's not just a single, okay, A3 and something, but because for some of them we have multiples. Well, I think A3 is the only choice we have for A, so at least we can set that up. Let me just quickly read that piece of paper downstairs, whether it said something like about how am I supposed to be selecting those waves. Tune to creature's brain. You're on holiday this week because of festival in your country. Nice. Nice. You have to wait till October and December. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I generally try to plan around having a holiday in around August. And then, yeah, a bunch of weeks off for Christmas. But that means after Christmas, I basically have to wait all the way till August for like a longer holiday. 4 distinct cerebral wave frequencies. Okay, so they have to be unique. There have to be like unique patterns. I think one of the things is that yes, some of the waves repeat. So B2 is the same as D3, so we can't pick both of those. I mean, that's one thing with like holidays. While it's school holidays, right? It's like kids are everywhere. Okay, so for C, let me see. So for B, we pick B1 because that's the unique pattern. Okay, so it's already B1 on this. Then for C, the C2 is the... I mean, actually, neither of them are unique because C2 is the same as A3, so maybe not. It's C4 because it's unique, and then D3 because it's not the repeat of C4. So let's try that. C4 and D3. Yep,
Looks like
okay.
everything is set. So whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
Hello very much, Craft. Welcome. So blessed to have 6 weeks off every summer. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh.
Evie found herself in the literal blink of an eye in a completely different place. and it would happen to her more than once that day. As she tried to figure out what was happening, a strange but familiar voice startled her.
Evie.
He knows her name.
Velkonul. Na cartoon. Vekra.
I have been waiting for you for millions of years, it said.
Are you?
Thalvek. Kornafu.
I am the great engineer of Nicotis. After so much trouble, Evie was finally before the great engineer. It was her one chance to ask everything she needed to know.
Hello. Hello, yes. We finally get to meet him. It was delivered. Well, so we get to ask questions. Yes, what do you want? Why are we here?
I need answers. What do you want from me? What do you want me to do?
Veltur Nakra.
Everything is set. You must close the loop.
The loop.
Close the loop? What are you talking about?
Vekwanul. Torkan.
Take my ship.
Vektur.
Travel to Nicotis, the Nicotis of your time.
Kantor.
Stop, Bowen.
Ithra.
My race will be saved.
Okay, so they're aware of us. They're actually aware they've been waiting for us. And they're also aware of Bowen being evil person and they don't want him. Yeah, he hasn't eaten me. I mean, this is all in our head. So the only thing he could do is just, I guess, zap our brain to death rather than eat us. But who knows? Maybe they can telepathically eat us. Why did you choose me?
Why me? Why did you choose me?
Kora. Doctor. Uwe.
It wasn't me. It was Dr. West who chose you.
What? But what am I supposed to do? I'm just...
You can close the loop. You must close the loop.
Okay, so this sounds like it's been sort of like, you know, preordained. The fate has decided that this must happen, except the fate is Dr. West, whoever that is. How come I can understand your language?
I can understand your language. How is that possible?
Your mind in my body. My mind in your body.
How is... When did that happen?
When you were in Nicotis. The Nicotis of my time.
Okay, so it's that when she lost her memories, right? That's presumably when the mind swap occurred. So she was actually... Her mind was in the alien civilization, and they were here on Earth in our body. Yeah, they don't seem to have a mouth. I mean, they use telepathy and stuff, so... How can I get you out of the ice?
Do you want me to... Is there any way I can set you free?
You will do it when you close the loop. Or maybe you did it when you closed the loop. The complex Yithian language made no distinction between verb tenses. Therefore, that sentence could be understood as an instruction given in the past, present, and future alike.
I mean, if you're gonna have a language but you don't have tenses, like, how are you gonna communicate? Unless it's like, time is just one thing for you, because it seems like, yes, time travels and time loops are at play here. Where is Nicotis? Where is Firefly? I think she was downstairs on a window, because in this weather, she's just sunning herself on the windowsills.
But how am I going to do that? Where is the Nicotis of my time?
You need to remember its location. Remember.
Remember it? How?
Harry Everhart.
Hearing that, Evie was left speechless. Follow Everhart's instructions. Evie didn't have time to ask another question, because in the blink of an eye, she found herself once again in that stone city from her dreams, millions of years in the past. Except now she knew it wasn't a dream. It was a memory.
My hands! Heavens! Look at my hands!
Those Yithian appendages could hardly be called hands, but that was how Evie perceived them.
We're crabs now, because yes, again, this is us when we were, or Hair, when she was in the brain of one of those creatures. So yes, now our walk is kind of like, we're kind of dragging along, and we have crab hands. Okay, well, let's see what there is to read. In my time, 1956, advanced experiments are being conducted with nuclear power. Its principle is based on the fission of an atom, a process that releases an amount of energy millions of times greater than that of traditional fuels. Since the war, nuclear fission has been applied for military purposes, but it's also being studied for civilian use to produce electricity. There are ongoing projects to build control reactors that could supply entire cities without the need for conventional fuels. Our character is the apprentice of great engineer. Juwon, he kind of mentioned stuff from the actual lore in the previous teams, right? Where, yes, they would do this mind swap, and then the person that was being mind swapped into the aliens, they would, like, have them write stuff down like this, where basically, yes, they wanted to learn about other civilizations, so they would just mind swap someone and be like, yeah, please write an essay about everything you know about your civilization and advancements and science and all that stuff. So it does seem like, yes, she's basically been here writing all of those essays while they've been using her body to explore.
This was part of my information exchange with the Yithians. I believed I had to tell the Yithians everything about my time in exchange for my freedom, but I was wrong.
Indeed, Yithians merely use the knowledge of others to plan their own decisions, in the future and in the past.
Yes, but obviously there is danger to just telling an alien race to be like, oh yes, and this is the technology we have, so in case you want to come and destroy us, I guess, just heads up. The creatures that inhabit the city, who claim to belong to the grey race of Heath, employ an exceedingly complex system of transportation. All energy appears to be powered by a peculiar black fluid, which they handle with extreme caution and store in statue-shaped stone containers. This place is fascinating, yes. So this is the black goop.
Looks like I also took notes of what happened here in Nicotis.
The black goop that, yes, it's highly toxic to humans, but in a weird way where it makes you crazy and aggressive. Okay, we can't actually read the books that are put out here, so we can just look upon them. Interesting books with, like, cutouts and stuff. Is that part of the writing, that you have to cut the book in a specific way? We can also leave.
I can't believe I couldn't remember this amazing view of the towers of Nicotis.
Yes, that's the sort of stuff she was seeing in her dreams. So they've got buildings, but they also got, like, nature, cute glowy mushrooms. I mean, that's pretty nice. Just using glowy mushrooms as lighting for your city.
Find Everhart's notes and follow them.
So Everhart, that's the name of the professor.
Where are Everhart's notes? Where can I find them?
But I'm kind of getting the feeling that they might mean his wife, because obviously back to Call of the Sea, his wife was in touch with the
I always thought my dreams
creatures.
didn't take place here on Earth, but now I understand that this is how Earth used to be, millions of years ago.
Specifically, when the Earth's landmass was fused into one continent, Pangaea.
Okay, so this is supposed to be their city on Earth.
Look at how tiny that Dimetrodon looks now.
Oh, because I'm huge. as an alien, the Dimetrodons are just cute tiny pets they were keeping. Just like, oh yeah, look at my cute dog. But no little outfits for them. Should totally get into outfits for your pets. It's amazing. I say that, but like, I think Firefly would murder me if I try to put an outfit on her. She's not impressed with such stuff. Okay, we've also got some trilobites.
That's an ammonite.
Ammonite.
Cephalopods that lived during the Devonian period, 400 million years ago.
Okay, is this how long ago this civilization has been here? It's always fun where they do like, oh yes, and millions of years ago there was also this ancient alien civilization on Earth. It's like, and then nothing survived. Like, we can dig up dinosaurs, but we can't dig up an alien civilization.
Sure are high.
Evie suddenly remembered the colossal corridors and massive stone slabs of the great library of Nicotis.
What does Firefly like? I mean, she likes lying in the sun, and she likes doing her own mischief. And snacks. She particularly likes snacks. Sometimes she likes brushing.
What is this thing? I remember it.
Sometimes when she's in a good mood, she likes me to brush out her fur.
This. I went to the Great Library every day.
But then if she's in a bad mood, she will attack me in the brush. Is this some sort of transportation system, I presume? Narcotic Archive 7, instruction for use of the Spatio-Temporal Observatory. By providing a determined planet and era, it returns the constellation associated with that point in space-time continuum. Data to be entered: planet and desired era, expected results, display of the constellation pattern associated with the requested space-time point. Okay. There was a constellation we were seeing at the very start, so this might be something that we get to use.
This observatory must be used to find the constellations associated with a specific time and location. This is the altar I worked in.
The altar? Surely that's a desk. Cool pen.
This is the ink I used to write with.
Perhaps they haven't become extinct, they left and their friends had us another planet. I mean, that's a possibility, right? It did seems like they had spaceships and all that. These aren't random symbols, they're numbers. Notes from the other visitor from my time seem to suggest the same. Must be a brilliant individual. Okay, so a line is 1, and then 2 lines is 2. Cool, good system. But then 3 lines with a circle is 6, and 2 lines with 2 circles is 7. Okay. Well, we're probably gonna have to get that somewhere with some sort of puzzle.
Looks like I deciphered the numeric coding of the Yithians.
Is she writing this down? She is not writing it down. Okay. Time to take pictures then. Because I don't know again whether the journal is not working or what. So let's avoid the mistakes from last time where I had to run back and forward between the notes because the game wasn't taking any notes, despite the promises that it would.
This is the professor's handwriting. He really was in Nicotis.
Okay, so he's saying it was him, Everhart, the professor, not his wife, that was here. Okay, that's just the order of the planets. Symbol correspondence. I mean, I know the order of the planets, but just in case we have to, like, know the specific drawing. 6, 7.
Another note from the professor.
Where the hell am I? Why do I keep dreaming of the strange planet? When I wake up, I'm still on the island, and every night I return here. None of this has been anything to do with Nora, does it? Okay, but yeah, because I guess as part of the expedition, they were all sort of in touch with the race. The time-space observatory operates using these symbols. Numbers, is there an order? They must be related to the eras of the Earth. Okay. So he also has one line is one. Okay. Our homework checks out. Notes align. Any more here? Accodic Archive 9, Central Map Instructions. Non-static astronomical representation. By providing a constellation and era, the map returns the spatial coordinates corresponding to a specific location. Required data, constellation, and desired era. Output of the spatial coordinates corresponding to the temporal era. Okay. So he was saying you have to go to Nakotis in your current time. So I assume this is what we were looking to figure out, like, where, when, and where is Nakotis, so that we can find it. Okay, this is, I mean, it does look like a solar system as well.
This mural doesn't look like decoration, but I'm not sure what it represents.
Okay, she at least took a note of that. So that's helpful. More pens, no more notes, more notes here. The murals depict creatures from the Cambrian to the Quaternary period, but no further. I do not understand why. Are they incapable of going beyond that point? The only explanation is that something really important must have happened during our era. Perhaps something in our time limits their ability to travel mentally through time. I could try asking the great engineer, although he is very reluctant to speak about the future. Okay, so they've only been able to, like, reach into this time.
I believe I've seen some of these murals around here.
Yes, we've seen one. I didn't see a T-Rex mural yet, but I'm sure that's all to come. Not sure if we're gonna see an actual T-Rex though. Maybe that's also someone's pet. Okay, can we travel up with this weird string of gold here? Whee! There we go. Okay, there's that dinosaur.
A Dimetrodon from the early Permian, 270 million years ago.
The early Permian. Oh, and there we go. A T-Rex.
Tyrannosaurus rex, a dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period, 68 million years ago.
It always blows my mind with, like, the dinosaurs. It's like, oh, because, you know, lots of media are like, oh yes, all the dinosaurs, all of them are together, but they were literally like millions and millions and millions of years apart, so lots of them didn't even cross over in time. Okay, there's some stuff below us here, but I assume we can't just jump down. Nah, we have to make it there some other way. I make weird sounds when I walk, because I'm not a human.
Wow, everything is so beautiful here.
They have a human mural.
I suppose this mural refers to us, Homo sapiens. We appeared roughly 300,000 years ago, in the Middle Pleistocene.
It's okay, I got an achievement for filling half the journal, and I'm like, yeah, game, but the journal's broken, so you can't be like, oh, you didn't find all the notes.
And understood where the Ithians drew their energy from. Somehow, they synthesized the black ooze and used it as fuel. But that meant that down there, confined within multiple levels of chambers and trapdoors never opened, lay the black smoke polyps.
Okay. Well, that's the thing, because at some point I thought they said that the ooze was some sort of blood, but maybe I've misunderstood. Okay, we've got ooze blob. Okay, those are buttons. And we can press on those and it turns towards the button. Yeah. Okay. And then we can press that. Okay, those look like the numbers. Okay, so this looks like it's to do with this whole we have to pick something. Find the Nakotis of your time. Okay. it does seem like we're missing information so far. This might be these shapes from the planet system. Let's see, there's like a cross planet, cross with the circles, one with 4. Yeah, okay. So that seems to maybe align that this is the planets. Okay, and we're supposed to be... She said this is on Earth, right? So I mean, Earth, if this is our solar system, so Earth is the planet with 2 squiggles and a circle? So this one? But then, I don't know what they mean by find the Nakatus of your time quite means. So let's... Oh wait, there's like... Okay, there's also symbols on the outside here that are different to the planet symbols. So we're gonna have to understand those as well. Okay, so it sounds like we basically have more murals to find to understand. Well, I'm gonna go by the fact that the Dimetrodon is outside and actual living ones, right? That somehow it's this era, you know, whenever they lived. But as far as I know, it doesn't give me the information like what era is this thing living in, right? She just expressed it in like actual human years, how we time them to exist on Earth, but that doesn't say anything about eras.
I don't understand this language.
Okay, so this is alien notes, but different alien notes than some of the other things we've seen. Okay, so there is symbols here. Symbols along the edges, but we can't like read that. Yep, we're still in the city. We have to somehow figure out what era it is. Like we have to find some sort of place that's like, and yes, it's the 7th era of something in this city, and our current era is this and that, so that we can travel. Yes, there was another path that was the teleporter, and there's a bunch of paths around here, so I'm just doing this and then we can take the teleporter. Oh, this is where we came from. Okay. Maybe this just all loops, so maybe we just take the... Well, it's not the teleporter as such, it's like a... Yes, because that's to the Dimetrodon head zoo. That's to that mural, okay. Let's go to the library then and take that teleporter. Hello, T. Good to see you. We've already had our chat with the shrimp gods. Had a little mind meld. They've spoken to us, and now we're in their city.
I'd forgotten about these light conveyor belts.
So, light conveyor belts. That's what they're called. Okay, more murals here.
That seems to be a mammoth. Late Pliocene. 2.5 million years ago.
Okay, so that's newer than the dinosaurs. Is this... Okay, more symbols. Yeah, it's a fun city, just slide about. Okay, what does this do? We can press on dots. We can press on symbols. Those are not the planet symbols, those are the other symbols. And we can rotate it. Okay. Yes, the shrimp gods, well, they're friendly enough. They were like, we need you to find the city. Okay. So we can turn this on. And then rotate those. Turn the dot on and off. Okay, we've added this. Because those are not the planet symbols. Those are the symbols that we don't understand. So somehow we're linking them to numbers, but I'm not sure how. Okay, if we just keep pressing this, that gives more lines. Like we know this is 1, but we just don't know what the 1 corresponds to on this thing. And why does it turn? Okay. More exploration. Let's see what else we can find. And then maybe we will understand. Whee! A big telescope. Any notes? Lots of books. They just love their books. It's interesting that the alien technology involves having books made out of paper and like bound. You know, did they give us the book binding technology?
The same constellation I saw in my dreams. It must be important if they built this lookout for it.
Yeah, okay, so this is the constellation. We've taken a note of that, so it's gonna be important. Okay, but this is a dead end, so there is no further. Then we just go back. So what can we do with this information? I mean, so at least it feels like we've gotten all the murals, maybe? All the different animals. Do we need a visa? I mean, it seems like basically the deal is brain exchange, right? We get to visit one of their bodies and they get to use our body, because when we woke up we had the crab claws for hands. So we're playing as one of the creatures. And I'm like, are those symbols around the murals actually of meaning? Okay, is there stuff we can do here? Like, so if we said, oh, this is, you know, the planet is Earth, whatever we identified that as, can we just say that's the 3rd planet, so we have to put number 3 there? Because this is all numbers, right? So like, if we say... So we know this is 1. So then this is 2. And this is 3? Like, that would follow, right? Can we say this is the 3rd planet? It points at this symbol as well. So, like, are those related? I think it's the number of the era, not the planet. I mean, that's possible. Okay, so, I mean, yes, that's the basic information. What era are we in then? So those, I think, are the same symbols as that other machine? Do I need to write all of those down? Because maybe that will be important. Okay, so we've got straight line, circle, wavy, 2 circles. Then we have 2 straight line with little circles and 2 wavy lines. Then we've got straight line, big circle, wavy line, little circle. Trying to go around with one hand. Big circle waterfall. Small circle. Yes. Yes, person doing wavy arms. But somehow they're also sitting on like a yoga ball and just going wee. Then big circle, wavy lines, straight line, little circle. Oh, something in my eye. Okay, then straight line, wavy, wavy, circle, circle, circle. Skippy ball. That's not a name I ever heard for that. Here's a person with a big scarf sitting on a yoga ball. Shrimp gods take exercise seriously. Well, here's a person that has fallen over while being on the yoga ball. Now they're sideways. And finally we have a person like juggling two balls or bouncing two balls, big ball and a small ball. A yoga ball without it. Oh, like a space hopper. That's what they're like. I think that's a brand of it. The second orb, was it a beam? Oh, I think that's just... That just might be a reflection. Like, it feels like that's just the reflection of the room, the green shine. Oh, there's a second button as well. Oh, okay, something happens when I press the second button. Ah! Constellations have appeared. But this doesn't mean we're correct, right? We're just giving it some input. And it's showing us that answer. For like, that and that number. Okay, so that's how we... Okay, I think I get it. So we enter the planet, which we know it's Earth. And then we enter the number for the era, and then we press it, and it will tell us the constellation? And then we have to find that constellation that we had a picture of, right? So we have this thing. But it's not here right now because we're wrong. Okay. I think I get it. Okay. Full basket. Okay, so this, yes, this has orbs. But it didn't like record those orbs at all in our journal. So if this is for anything, then we need to remember this ourselves. Well, we should check out the Dimetrodon then, because that's like, I think the Dimetrodon is the indication of what era we're in, right? Because they're pushing really hard of those things are actually here. The journal is partially bugged. Okay, well, the Dimetrodon has the same two orbs, so that might just be the decoration then. The journal is like, it's kind of working, like it's been recording some things here, but then some things are still missing, so I'm not quite sure, you know, how much we can trust it in terms of whether it's recording the important information or not. You know, since we got burned the last time. Yes, they all seem to have the two orbs, so that just might be how they're decorated, rather than... it's a clue? Let's go to that other machine, see if I can... And we click the glowy orb in front of the murals. As in this hanging thing, no, I think that's just a light fixture. I think the only clickable thing is like we can just look at the mural.
From the early Permian, 270 million years ago.
Okay, so yes, we're looking for the early Permian era. But we have to somehow express it in alien rather than in hour, not years and eras. Okay, so what can we do with that other machine? And shrimpies. Okay, so this. Okay, so this is the same things as we saw around those constellations, right? So we will get to pick a symbol here. Either vertical or horizontal. I guess depending on how it's supposed to look, right? Because some of them have different orientation to what they are. Like some of them were shown sideways and some of them were shown this way up. So I guess it's just depending on which one we need. Like this one was this way, for example, right? So we want it to be like this. But then once again, we still need a number to put in here. Like it does feel like I'm missing a clue. It feels like something somewhere tells me, like there's a whole page missing as well. Like something somewhere tells me about the eras. Like how do they measure time? So that remains sort of like, oh yes, you have to do your time and there's some numbers and stuff like that, but no one's explained to me how that works. Yes, I do like the cool mushroom lamps. I wish I had a cool mushroom lamp in my house. That's their pet dinosaurs.
Look at how tiny that Dimetrodon looks now.
Yes, because we're also huge. So it's tiny. Did I miss something in the starting room, maybe? Or like around the starting room? Yes, they need to tell us how to count. Oh, there's a couple of them just standing there, having a conversation of something. Hello? Can you guys help me? Oh, there's another one coming. Yeah, they're just hanging out, right? They're just living here, their lives. And we're going around snooping. Just snooping, yes. This is the starting room. Yeah, but that was just the essays we were writing about, like, oh yeah, we get to be in the city and we get to tell them all about our civilization. Okay, so this is all the same symbols, so they seem important because this is the stuff we wrote down. Yeah, they know we switched. It seems to be the thing they're doing, right? They're fairly aware that you get switched around, so one of them gets to go in your body to explore your timeline, I guess, and you get to come here to tell them all about yourself and your civilization. I mean, I guess if you're not complying, then there might be less friendly, but so far it seems like she's allowed to just go around and explore and learn things, so she's not in trouble or anything. So yeah, I mean, they look kind of scary, but they seem cool. But as I said, it might just be like, you know, they're cool until they decide they want to take over or something. Okay. Any more in here that I've missed? Yeah, so this is the observatory. Data to be entered. Planet and the desired era. Okay, well, yes, that's what we're doing. I know the planet. I know this is Earth. But what is the era?
This observatory must be used to find the constellations associated with a specific time and location.
Yes, there are numbers. Notes from other visitor from the same time seem to suggest the same. Must be brilliant individual. Okay, well, they go up to 7 in this case, but that doesn't mean like that's as far as the numbers go, right? Yes, alien exchange student. I mean, as long as the aliens are cool, then no worries. It's when they stop being cool. Numbers, is there an order? They must be related to the eras of the Earth. Where the hell am I? Oh, am I just an idiot? Answer that if you wish. Aren't those things just in order? Is it like the first thing is the first era, then the dinosaur is the second era, then the T-Rex is the third era, the mammoth fourth, and the humans are fifth? Am I just like being... But then... Okay, I guess without the journal, we were supposed to just work that out by being like, okay, so this was this many millions years ago and this was this many millions years ago? Okay, so is this just we're in the second era? And we want to go to the fifth era. Yeah, I've already clicked on the pen. It's just like little bits about the pen. Okay, well, so we know we want the Earth, and therefore we want 2 here? Yeah, that other machine is for something as well, but I think we need to get a symbol from here so that we can do stuff on the other machine with the symbol that we know we want. So if we pick 2 here and point it at the Earth, so we're saying Earth in the second era. And now, yes, and now the constellation is here, because now it aligns with what we're seeing in the observatory and we can actually interact.
Yes! This is the constellation I've been looking for.
So we're looking for a person balancing the yoga ball under their legs. And now we go to the other machine with the knowledge of this is the shape we wanted. I'm putting it together. I'm putting it together. Like, the puzzles in this game, they're quite enjoyable in the sense like it seems like each area is like a 1 or 2 big puzzles that you have to put together. But the one thing that I'm just kind of like, you know, mixed on is the fact that yes, you have to do a lot of running around back and forth, potentially, especially when the journal is not working. But it's like, you know, I'm not saying the game's bad. It's just something I've noticed across all of we've done so far, right? We've done a lot of, where was this piece of information? And then we sort of run around. Okay, so here we set it to the person holding the yoga ball with their legs. Yeah, this one, and it's already the correct orientation. And then we want it to be in our time, so human time is the 5th time. Yeah, they didn't take any notes about the numbers, but I assume the numbers in the observatory, they were going in order. So I think it might not just be as simple as like, I think it's like line is 1, 2, 3, and then you start adding dots. So we already have 3, 4. No, that wouldn't be. God damn it! Did I take a picture of the numbers things? Yes, I did. Okay. Okay, so 3 lines, 1 dot is 6. Okay, not what I was thinking. And 2 lines, 2 dots is 7. Okay, is it just collapsing the numbers then? Because if we say after 3 it collapses the 3 into 1 dot, then it basically the 1 dot is 3, then we add an extra line for 4, 5, 6, and then a dot for 3. So yeah, and therefore it should be 3, 1 dot, 2 lines, because that's 3, 4, 5.
Eight, 9, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I remember now. Those were the coordinates.
Okay, quickly wrote that down. 8, 9, 3, 4, 5.
Great engineer. I know where to find the Nakotis of my time, but all I have are Yithian coordinates. And there's no way out of here. There's one of those black smoke polyps on the other side of the chamber door.
Take my vessel.
Ooh, we get to fly the spaceship.
What? The vessel? You mean the spaceship?
Evie's heart skipped a beat. Piloting a flying saucer was something straight out of a science fiction novel.
But the vessel door won't open. How am I supposed to...
Your mind is now fully synchronized with the Yithians. Travel to Nakotis. Stop, Bowen. Close the loop.
But what about you? I can't just leave you trapped here.
It is irrelevant. Close the loop. And with those final words, as Evangeline blinked,
Hello.
she found
We're back.
herself standing before Harry, back inside the Spitzbergen bunker again.
Evangeline? Can you hear me? Are you all right?
Yes, Professor. I'm here. I'm just a little bit dizzy.
Well, did you manage to talk with that thing? What did you find out?
We have to use the spaceship to get out of here.
What? How? Did that creature give you a crash course in flying saucers or something?
No, it's not that. But you have to trust me again, Professor.
Harry realized there wasn't much of a choice. It was that or remain trapped in that chamber forever.
Yep. We're going in the spaceship. Wonder what's the looping. I mean, it might be... It's either time loops. Wow, he just slid down those stairs. It's either like time loops, or it's one of those, you know, things where the alien race, they experience time differently. Like for them, time is all kind of together, not like we experience linear time, right? They
Look
experience
around,
it differently.
Professor. Isn't this fascinating?
There doesn't seem to be any power. Are you sure you can pilot this spaceship?
I'm not sure pilot is the right word, Professor.
I'm not even sure ship is the right word. This looks more like a building than a vehicle.
Yes, imagine if your house just could take off into space, right? Don't have to worry about building a ship. Your house just flies.
There surely has to be a starter somewhere, right?
Okay, well, I see some wavy lines, so that might be something. Seems like the soldiers made it in here, considering there's all those storage crates. They've managed to make it inside. I guess we just go in the middle. Yes, he just went immediately, oh, it's a spaceship, and it was just like, okay, well, it could be anything. It could be a huge tower. That made more sense rather than its spaceship, but I guess...
Evie recognized a platform very similar to the one in the refinery beneath the Virginia caves. and understood what she had to do.
Stand on it? Yeah, exactly. That's all we did.
Look, Professor, it's working. The spaceship is powered up now.
Hope you have an invisible mode. Well,
Damn it, where's
we'll
the
see.
steering wheel?
Probably doesn't need one.
Yeah, I mean, consider they're telepathic. I assume you use your brain waves to steer this. Okay, so it was 89345. Yeah, she wrote that down. Okay, so we need to do more numbers. So an 8 would be... what would it be? 5 was a circle and 2 lines. So then 6. But then... let me open this. 5 was circle and 2 lines. But 6... yeah, okay. 6 is circle and 3 lines. That makes sense. That follows. Then 7 is 2 lines, 2 circles. So 8 is 3 lines, 2 circles. Okay. So on the first one we do... I need to interact. Okay.
This is... it looks like an autopilot.
3 lines,
But it doesn't just maintain altitude and
2
course.
circles.
It moves toward specific coordinates,
So then...
which they express with numbers. No, this isn't working.
Oh, this moved down? Yeah, okay. So then 9 must be 3 lines, 3 circles. 3 is just 3 lines. 4 is 1 line, 1 circle. And 5 is 2 lines, 1 circle. There we do it. Then we
think I
learn
got
the
it.
ancient
I've set the
alien
navigation
numbers.
system to the coordinates of Nicotis. Here you are, Professor. The steering wheel.
Looks like one. Sort of.
Okay, so there is a steering wheel. We get
Can
to
you
steer.
help me with this, please?
Just for big creatures. Okay, he nods.
Buckle up, Professor.
Buckle up, there's nowhere to buckle up.
Whoa!
Should have thought about that first.
Better find something to hang on to.
Hey, it's moving. Look, it's breaking the ice. So where are we headed?
To Nicotis, or what's left of it. Those dreams you had about that place? They weren't dreams. You were there, millions of years ago.
Millions of years ago? What are you talking about?
The great race of Yith can transfer its mind to the past, present, or future. At some point, they exchanged minds with you. Good heavens. Can you imagine what that must be like? To move freely
I can
through...
imagine what the Nazis would have done if they'd gained that power. And don't forget, that Stahl fella still is among Bowen's gang of kooks. I'm not sure which I hate more, kooks or Nazis. In any case, I don't think anyone should meddle with that knowledge. As I've told you before, there are things we shouldn't... Evangeline, can you hear me? Evangeline? Oh, for heaven's sake, what's happening to you now?
She's mind melding.
Time and space?
Evangeline found herself in an unfamiliar place in an instant. For the 4th time in just a few hours.
Oh, come on. Now what? What's going on?
The difference was that this place didn't look like a Nicotic construction at all. Nor was she inside the body of an alien creature. It just looked like the future.
Why am I connected to this machine? And is this... This isn't my body. Where am I?
Evie jolted in shock. If she was in this body, then who was with Harry on the spaceship to Nicotis?
Oh, is this in the future where humans, yes, humans figured out how to use the alien systems to do the brain swap? So someone just forcefully brain swap with her? Maybe this is where Dr. West comes from, right? This is like, Dr. West is some future person that's managed to do this. project archive. I'm just trying to read what it says there.
All the cables seem to lead to that room.
Yeah, some sort of cable monster.
This seems to be a more sophisticated version of the Spitsbergen mine link device.
Yes, they have perfected the machine, so someone has swapped with us.
Evie didn't know whether to cry for help or stay silent. But what she saw when she opened the door left no room for doubt.
Oh.
Oh no.
Bowen, okay.
That's Caleb Bowen.
So Bowen had gotten his way after all. How else could he be leading a top-secret research project for the government? And then Evie thought of something worse. What if Dr. West was none other than Caleb Bowen himself?
Okay, so this is the future where they succeeded. They got the brain swapping technology, and they're able to basically get any information they want, right? Because imagine espionage where you can just be like, well, I'm just gonna mind swap with your top scientist, spy, president, whatever, right? And just get all that information pronto. No need to have any people physically go there. It's 2006.
2006? Am I in the future? But how did I get here?
Despite her confusion, for a science fiction enthusiast like Evie, the sight was fascinating. She had already been to the Mesozoic, and now she was in the 21st century. And all within a couple of hours.
Yeah, I have, horrible news for everyone. 2006 was like 20 years ago. And we're all old. RCPT, connection schematic, light indicator, sockets, regions, sides. Good thing you labeled the sides.
Huh. This device appears to interface directly with the brain.
Okay, so that's the brain machine. Shut up! Oh no! There's always one region with no valid sockets. Cables from the same side shouldn't be plugged in the same region, otherwise it will short circuit. Correct sockets are always in different regions. Correct sockets are not linked to specific cable. This is like a goddamn blueprints puzzle with the boxes. I'm taking pictures.
Boy, this is getting complicated.
Okay. We're gonna be doing some logic. Yeah, I know. I assume this was a joke. During transfer, the RCPT connection schematic monitors display the emitter, subject's brainwaves. To reverse the transfer, the core must be stabilized and the RCPT connection schematic must be used again. Important. To avoid temporal paradoxes, the receiver's subject's original body must be used for the reversal. Dr. West. Okay, Dr. West is here.
So I was right. This machine is a kind of mind swapper.
Time is just a circle. We just keep going through the loops. Not sure if any of you watched Dark on Netflix. Like, if you want a proper time travel weirdness, then that show will mess you up.
Some things never change. Even in the future, folks keep goofing off at work.
Oh, American Arcadia. I've not played this, but I've seen it. It's like a adventure platformer where you're a guy that's being like observed in some weird fake town. Yeah, I mean, Dark is one of those shows where like I had notes while I was watching. I was like, okay, so this, and then that, okay, and this is connected to this, yeah, that's happening. And then that all plugs in together, and then as you're doing that, you go, oh no, oh no. There's a website. I like notes. I like taking notes, so I was like, this is fun. Green light indicates that at least one cable is plugged into a valid socket.
Good. That's useful.
Yes, indeed. Red light indicates that the cable is plugged into a region with no valid sockets. The red light overrides the green light. Okay. We need to remember this. The yellow light indicates that all cables are plugged into valid regions, but not valid sockets. Okay. We're gonna have to remember this. Lots of servers. Post-it notes. They still have post-it notes. Or I guess did, because it's 2006, so it's not the future for us. Yeah, it does. It's starting to give Mastermind a little bit. Okay, here it is. But let's look around a bit some more first, so in case there's any more clues. Dr. West. Okay, that's his office. Let's break in. Okay. Anything on his computer? They just has like, people just have empty post-its on their monitors. They didn't even write anything on. It's just like, I have post-its, I'm important. Dr. West, I'm pleased to inform you that, as you predicted, the wired connection has stabilized the core of the RCPT. I believe we'll soon be able to begin the mind transfer trials.
So this machine is a mind-swapping device, just like the Yithians.
Yes, they've basically... I assume they've managed to get to the city of the aliens and then use what they found there to recreate the technology. The creators of the game don't know how post-its work. Yes, they're just too young to remember post-its.
Is this a computer? That's small? But the ENIAC model at Miskatonic takes up an entire room.
Yeah, imagine. Now this is even, it's still a big tower. You gotta get a computer smaller than this. Internet access is restricted within Project Archive. If necessary, request authorization to access the network. All information will be monitored. The use of external storage devices is strictly prohibited. Sincerely, the Project Archive management team.
A computer that connects to other computers. They must have used really advanced Yithian technology to create this.
Yes, that's how I got internet. Aliens. We got alien technology for internet. Confidential. Project Archive is a complete success. The reversible cognitive pattern transfer prototype has proven more reliable since we installed the connectors. Without a doubt, the information provided by Bowen back in the day really helped us prevent potential failures.
I wonder what on earth the Project Archive is.
Kind of wild she figured out how internet works from that one memo. I mean, she is from the 50s, so it might be slightly early, but yes, obviously she understands that computers exist and like free internet, like, you know, networking computers together in private networks existed, but yeah, she might be from a bit of an earlier time than that. But she's smart. She's smart. Like, she's been to aliens, right? Maybe aliens taught her a little bit about plugging things together, making networks. Since they like dinosaurs so much, they've had some of those networking books that always have dinosaurs on the cover for some reason. I don't know, I just remember from university, like, there was that one, like, networking module, which is like, here's a book with dinosaurs. For some reason. Okay.
What kind of machine is this?
So, on this side, it already has green light. Yes, dinosaurs are cool, of course. It already has green light on this one side, but it has red light on the other side. So, something is in an... Ah! Okay, oh, you can't have two in the same... Okay. That made it green. Is that good?
No, this isn't working.
This isn't working. Okay. But it's green. There's always one region with no valid sockets. Cables from the same side shouldn't be plugged in the same region. Yeah. Correct sockets are always in different regions. Correct sockets are not linked to a specific cable. Okay. Let me just reread that, because I think maybe that green wasn't it's all correct. A green light indicates that at least one cable is plugged into a valid socket. Okay, so all it tells us is that we got one of them correct. So green light, it's not all good. Green light is one of them, or at least one of them is good. Red light, it overrides the green light and it says one is in a region with no valid sockets. Yellow light indicates that all cables are plugged into valid regions. Okay. So we want yellow light first. So we know they're all in the correct regions, and then we change the different like sockets inside those regions. Yes, I think we're going for yellow first, because that will tell us we're in the right area. So like plugging something into this single region at the bottom seems to give red light, which means this region is just bad and we never want it. Yeah, that shorts it. Okay, that makes it go yellow. So that's what we want. Okay. And then this side. Yes, we can short it however much we want. Okay, and that's also yellow in terms of we're in valid regions. Okay, and when we change this, it tells us that now one of them is in the correct socket, which means that one socket is correct. Okay, I think I'm getting it. Okay, and this socket here is correct. And then this socket here is correct. Okay. I'm just rewinding it so I can see. So this is correct. And then this is correct on this side? Okay, so on this side... Huh, interesting. Because it never goes to green if I do this. But now it does. So this is fine. This socket's good. And this socket's good. And then this socket's good. Okay, so just here and here?
No, this isn't working.
Oh, okay. I thought I was understanding. But, middle one is bottom. Oh, did I... Let me just... Okay, if we... Okay. No? That makes it green. Right? Putting it here makes it go to green. From yellow. And putting this here makes it go to green. Other side middle. Okay, let me recheck that. This one. So if I now switch the other two, now it's yellow. So it says, so that would indicate this top socket is the correct socket. And this socket is the correct socket.
Darn it. This isn't right.
Oh, but they can... So cables from the same side shouldn't be plugged into the same region, but that means cables from the other side can? Okay, because this also gives yellow. Yeah, I'm like... There's always one region with no valid sockets, which I think is this one. Because it immediately goes red when I put it there. All cables are invalid regions. This one cable is in a valid socket. Yeah, it's yes, it's no valid sockets. Yeah, you need to, yes, mind meld. Okay, so like switching it to different regions, it still gives yellow. So like they can't be connected like across the board. Okay, correct sockets are always in different regions. Okay, so they can't be sharing regions. It's just when it's from the same side, it will be short circuit. So they can't be in the same region. But then...
Darn it. This isn't right.
Like, this one just goes green, so it just seems to imply that, like, this is always the correct socket? What are you trying to tell me, game? And yes, she took no notes, right? So for this section, we get no notes. Again, randomly. Why is it like that? Because yeah, there was also this. Yes, but it just goes region, socket, sides. So it just gives us the context to the text. Yes, from the same side, not in the same region. Correct sockets are always in different regions. So no sharing regions whatsoever. Correct sockets are not linked to a specific cable. Okay, so it's just, it doesn't matter which cable as long as we put it all in the correct holes. Okay. And we can't like just unplug and do it one by one. So yeah, don't plug anything there. then this seems to be the right socket for this region. And this seems to be the right socket for this region. Oh, and this is the right socket for this region? It's like basically when we have it on yellow, that's what my thinking is, right? When we have it on yellow, the way it is right now on this side, if we switch it and it becomes green, that means this is the correct socket, right? That one we just switched has now gone into correct socket. So then I undo it purely to be like, okay, we're back to yellow state, I can test another socket. So because this went back to yellow means this isn't correct socket. But this is. And then this one here. I'm like, okay. So
Yes. I did
logicked
it.
it.
That mind-swapping device seems to be powered on again. I hope this works.
I guess I was just getting confused which socket I was supposed to use. Hello everyone, welcome. Yes, we're in the future, 2006. There's computers and mind-melding devices. Okay, so now we're gonna go and mind meld back to ourselves so that we can interrupt whoever was trying to spy on us and mess up our adventure.
God, I hope this works. I need it to work. It's got to... Professor Everhart, listen carefully to what I have to tell you, please.
Evangeline, are you...
I am not Evangeline. I am Dr. West. Please, listen to me. You won't like what I'm about to say, but I need you to listen carefully and do exactly as I tell you. A greater plan is unfolding, and you must fulfill it to guarantee the survival of not only the human race, but of the space-time continuum itself.
Yes, what the hell do you want?
What do you want from me?
I told you, I am Dr. West, and I'm here to tell you what will happen from now on. You will reach the ruins of Nicotis, and you will find Caleb Bowen. Don't worry, you will stop him.
I will stop him, but, you know, something else will happen.
So in the end, the good guys win. Glad that still happens once in a while.
I'm not finished. There is a price to pay for Bowen's defeat, and that is Evangeline's life.
What? You can't be serious.
I am. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum.
No chance, Harry thought. But he couldn't help wondering, if Dr. West really did know the future, could he actually be telling the truth?
Okay, so we need to not kill him. Don't kill the bad guy, because that makes the time go all wonky, and then they get the mind-melding machine.
Can't I at least think about it?
There is nothing to think about. Any other choice will mean Bowen's triumph and the collapse of the space-time continuum. There's no more time. But remember what I said. Evangeline must sacrifice herself.
Harry considered answering, but found nothing to say. Arguing with someone who could see the future was pointless.
I know you will do the right thing, Professor Everhart. After all, we've been through this before.
We've been through this
Damn it!
before.
I made it. I'm back. Professor, what happened?
Evangeline? Are you here with me?
Yes, it's me. I'm back.
What happened to you? Where did you...
I was in the future, I believe. But what happened here? Someone pushed me out of my own body, Professor. Who was it?
Harry hesitated before answering. He knew his words might change what was about to happen.
Dr. West took over your body.
What? What for? What did he say?
For a brief instant, Harry thought of telling Evie about the sacrifice. But then he decided against it. That would only trouble her. And after all, Harry had already made up his mind. Or had he?
He said we're going to stop Bowen. We're going to make it.
Really? I don't know. Let's take that with a grain of salt for now. I need to tell you something. I don't know if this Dr. West can be trusted. I'm not sure, but I think he works, or worked, with Bowen.
Was that true? If it was, that changed everything. Harry had to tell Evie the truth, right now.
Evangeline, listen.
Professor, look! The ship's slowing down!
Of course,
We're
interrupted.
descending. This looks like...
And right moment. I mean, it did, like, from at least the one document we read
Pacific
there.
Ocean.
Dakotas is somewhere in the Pacific?
Looks like it.
Hold on, Professor. I think we're about to land.
Yes. It did seem to imply that Bowen wasn't around anymore in the future, but it was 2006, right? He's already, like, middle-aged by the 50s. So it's like, he could have just died of old age, right? It doesn't imply that he died here. I like that she has an outfit for every weather, right? Somehow, even though we went for an Arctic exploration and she was wearing her outfit, now she's wearing like her, you know, the shorter pants and stuff, although she's still wearing a sweater. So maybe not the best for the heat. But they gave them outfits, and she's got a nice little beret and everything. Yeah, gotta be stylish at all times. Oh no, we're not going to space, we're just going into where the city was on Earth back in the alien times.
Who would have thought this whole structure was actually a flying saucer, huh, Professor?
He did. Actually, he did. The minute he saw it, it was like, there's a flying spaceship, right? So he had that down immediately.
Red sand. This must be the Great Sandy Desert.
So we're in Australia. We crossed half the world in, what, half an hour at most?
For all his fascination with Yithian tech, Harry didn't answer. He was still debating whether to tell Evie what he'd discussed with Dr. West.
Don't pack for all climates when you're gonna adventure. No, clearly I'm just not good enough at adventuring.
Here we are. This is Nakota's.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, of course. How do you know you're in Australia? There's a giant goddamn spider. I've never been to Australia, and honestly, it doesn't sound all that appealing with all their wildlife that's trying to kill you at all times.
Look, Professor. A camp.
Looks abandoned.
Yep, someone was here, just camping out. Please know about the spiders, Australia. Finally, some action. I knew backing the Starry Wisdom Society was a good idea. We're going to get whatever Pharaoh is after. Then he's going to introduce me to some bona fide big shots. Oh boy, I hope I get to meet Eisenhower. Your one Australia fact is there's a plant that stings with neurotoxin, and the bee treatment is using hydrochloric acid on your skin to treat it. You don't think you could handle either the climate or the wildlife? I mean, I'm probably okay with the climate, but absolutely cannot handle spiders, snakes, other things like flying cockroaches. They probably have those as well. Just no. Light input, light output, narcotic device. Okay, more schematics. We probably have to remember those.
Somehow the Yithians were able to store light and channel it through those lenses.
There are a few Aussies that watch the channel, but they're usually not here for the stream because it's middle of the night for them. But they're gonna be probably in the comments later. The droppers. Different light channels. Point it at the glass sphere.
Apparently, Bowen's goons spent a good long while trying to force this massive stone door open.
Like, there's quite a few Aussies and, like, New Zealand people at my work, though they're all basically now left, but yes. They're always so chill. They're just like, oh yeah, it's all cool. I guess if you're growing up in such environment, you're just unfazed by anything. Except snow. I think one year we had snow and a bunch of them were like, snow? You have that here? Mind the pattern and the angle.
Thank you, Sherlock.
Okay, we're gonna be doing maps. There's gonna be angles. You know any maths? You good at that? You go to like physics and stuff at uni, right? So you're gonna be good at maths. She also has got perfect eyeliner. Your family lived in Australia before you were born, and previous generation lived in Dubai. Wow. That's some hot places right there.
I'll stay here, Professor. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, we've got more symbols. I assume this is some sort of door that we will be able to open.
There are some carved symbols.
I mean, I grew up in Poland, and that was back in you know, it feels like, again, I'm not that old, but it feels like the weather was very different back then, and what we get is like very cold winters with lots of snow, so it would easily be like minus 15 Celsius sometimes, and you know, snow up your knees or higher, and then very hot summers with thunderstorms as well, so I'm kind of like all weather. Once the shape is correctly aligned, the button acts as a validation mechanics. Interesting. Okay, so we must press the button at the end. These controls allow 2 full axis rotation of the shapes rising out of that pool of black liquid.
Does this manipulate the shapes?
Okay, manipulate the shapes, then press the button. Okay, well, again, this is probably for a puzzle, and okay, they've only taken a note of the door. We hear sounds beyond the doors, like the wind howling in terror. They make my blood run cold. I heard those same sounds in Project Kronos. The sounds are against nature, but in our calculations are right. The machine should be on the other side. Okay, so this is, yeah, the German.
This is the Nazi who escaped from the radio station. I guess they ignored his warnings.
What does it say?
Never trust a Nazi, that's what.
Okay, we've got someone who's got gooped.
Well, well,
Oh,
look
it's
at
the
that.
psychiatrist.
Ever since he got some black ooze on him back at Harry's house, Eugene Kingsley's health had collapsed, and he died not long after reaching Australia.
Yeah, so Dr. Frog in the Throat is dead. Everyone's got a dream job.
Symbols. Interesting.
Some more symbols. We've got various tools. It's just as fornax found in the Virginia caves. The entrance to the settlement appears to be powered by black liquid. The spheres resonate at the frequency produced by the substance reaction, and from this they generate geometric patterns. Most likely this is the final security measure guarding access to the consciousness transmitter. I could figure this out in no time if only Stahl and Bowen would stop arguing.
So Stahl and Bowen had an argument. Big surprise.
Yes, two guys fighting for power. Always goes well. Some radio devices. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the button we're gonna press at the end. There's another sphere with like shapes there. Cult of power-hungry people crumble in the face of real power. Shocking. Yeah, I know, right? It's like you get a bunch of people who are power-hungry together, they're gonna start backstabbing, right? That lets us aim this, but right now I assume it's not doing anything. There was something about pointing the thing, and this lets us control. So we can send the balls around. Because we have to
These
time them.
controls seem to contain spheres of black ooze.
Okay, moving the joysticks doesn't seem to do anything right now. Is it because I have to do them before? Okay, this stops the spheres. Is it one at a time? I'm not sure what this joystick is doing. It's like I would expect something to come up or down or something, but it's not. Okay, there's stuff up there, but I assume we have to open the door. Another giant spider. Yeah, these controls allow full 2-axis rotation of the shapes rising out of that pool of black liquid. Okay, so I need to be seeing some shapes first.
Does this manipulate the shapes?
Okay, so I need to be seeing some shapes that I can then manipulate. Okay, so that makes the ball roll about. Now on that other thing, there's 2 balls just at the bottom, like together. Is there some other things that tells me about where the balls need to be? Because I can, oh okay, if I send them at the same time, it gave me a circle.
Look, Evangeline.
Okay, that
I
makes
can
it
rotate the
rotate.
shapes using these controls.
And then what? Do I just make the third ball go when they're here? Okay, well, 2 balls together made the almost circle. Just have to time it. Okay, all together, not much. Do we? Okay, if I reset them. Yeah, I think I need to relook at the things, because maybe I didn't like... I've read the text, but maybe not... Ah, okay. Oh, so we need to do this? So it's like, okay, the two spheres together. Then the third sphere is kind of like just over half rotation, and the fourth sphere is 3/4. But yes, it has to be timed together. Yes, annoyingly, no notes again, right? They've taken notes of the symbols, but not of the instructions. So I'm just taking pictures. Okay, let's try to do this then. One sphere. Okay. It's close enough. I mean, seems okay-ish, that third one. And then... Okay, we get 2 lines now. That's rotating them like this. That's for the circle one. But can we even make this shape? Because we only have 3 things. Can we make the other shape? Like, the other shape is 3 lines. I mean, we can almost make the shape, other than we don't have the one line that would go through the middle. Unless, yes, my third sphere is not correct. Let's see. When they roll past. No, the fourth sphere is not correct. The fourth sphere is on the wrong side. That didn't make it better. I assume this is after I made the shape, right? Can I get like a bird's eye view of this? I think the third and fourth are just not offset quite right. So I need to get a better... Because basically, because they start at this offset, we have to do it, you know, when the shape is kind of upside down. So that might be closer on the third. Yeah, we have to do it the other way around, which is what I'm trying. Because it has the thing at the bottom. I'm trying to like look at my phone and rotate it around so I can figure this out. What's the actual thing? Yeah, it's just watch the orbs. Like, if we could get a bird's eye view, it would be nicer, because right now it's kind of offset by the perspective, and I'm just like, is that correct? Good night, Jin Jin. Okay, so we can say that those two are likely correct. But then... No, this is now too offset. Yeah, the third isn't offset enough, but I'm just trying to adjust. Like, am I to take from it that if the third was correct, something would come out? Because, like, the way I'm seeing it on this picture, right? When the two balls are towards us... let me just go to that instruction so I can talk... So you can see it and I can talk about what I think it should be. And we can all agree. So, the way this tells me, right? We have the triangle button is pointing towards us, right? So that's where we're standing. That's the bottom of the shape. Then the two balls are rolling together. So that we seem to have that down because the semicircle is there. So when the two balls are aligned with the triangle, so aligned with us, the third ball should be at around like 11 o'clock. If we basically if we do a clock face, and therefore the stuff pointing towards is like 6 o'clock. And the fourth ball should be at about 9 o'clock when that's happening. But obviously, because we're always launching them from 6 o'clock, we need to do it upside down, the back of this picture. Oh, you mean this side? Okay, because this is a different pattern, right? On this side, the two balls are not together at all. This gives us a completely different pattern. But there are two symbols we need to do, so it might be that there are two different combinations we use. Okay, well, I mean, we can try this one. See where that takes us. So in this one... Okay, we have the inside ball at 9, then the second ball at like 5, third ball at 1, and fourth ball at 6. Okay, let me see if I can make that happen instead. I mean, honestly, like, give me a miniaturized version of this and put it in my house. I will stare at it all day, just the balls spinning around. With the sound of it rolling, that sounds pretty soothing. Okay, let's see. Let's see about this other thing then. So we just let the one ball roll. And if that one ball is rolling, then we want the second ball. Yeah, it's kind of like those little Zen gardens where you get to use a little rake to do little patterns and stuff like that. I mean, I've seen something like this. Like, I've seen automatic ones where, yes, it's basically a plate of plate of sand, and there's a magnetic ball, and therefore you can like upload pictures for it to draw, and it just like does that little pattern around until it's drawn the picture. I'm sure those are all expensive as hell. Yeah, like it's terrible user experience trying to align this thing to actually be where it needs to be. Because now I'm like, I need to rotate this in my head so that the balls are offset correct. Okay, so if that's there, that's up there. And then the... Oh no, that's not that's the third ball. Like, that picture is also so much harder to read because it's at an angle as well, so saying which ball is the second or third or fourth ball is also harder in this one. I think it's supposed to be around this with the fourth ball. Like when the fourth ball is at 6 o'clock, the first ball is at 9 o'clock. Yeah, as I said, if it was bird's eye view, maybe it would have been easier to see what you're supposed to do. Okay, so then second ball needs to be over there. Kind of like quarter and a bit. Like I'm trying to see if that matches the picture at all, but like no symbols are appearing, so I'm like, is this even close to correct? I probably need to take a screenshot when I have them all rolling to compare. And then the third ball, it needs to be like quarter and a half off. Okay, this is not doing anything. If I attempt to take a screenshot when that ball is over there, see if I can visually compare this. Just messing with the screenshots. Okay. I mean, assuming they don't require extreme precision, maybe that third ball is slightly incorrect. Yeah, I mean, this version seems a bit crazy to recreate because of the angles on that drawing and the lanes not being super well defined. Like, this seems kind of crazy. At least the other one, we were getting some lines. Like, at least the other, like, we did the other thing, there were some lines, right? But now we're kind of getting nothing. Okay, let's look around some more then. Because, again, it feels like I'm missing something. Although I'm not sure, you know, how helpful it's going to be. Okay, there's a big door.
This colossal door seems to be the entrance to one of those ancient structures.
Yes. Well, I assume if we can make this shape, it will open. Which seems like most definitely that's not the first shape we're going to make, right? We're gonna start with another shape to go to some side room first, which would be the one that's behind us. But that one is made out of oh. Okay. Let me go back. Let me go back to the shape where we had actually a bit of a circle and two lines. Maybe then I can brain something out. I just have to go back to that pattern on the back. Okay, so it's the two. No, immediately can't even press two buttons together. You have to time it every time. The two mid-spheres are together. Like, you get a little bit of allowance. Okay, the fourth one is a quarter behind. And the third one is like a quarter and a half. Nope, that's not close enough. The fourth one too far behind. Let me see. It's also that the buttons, they have like press time, so you need to like anticipate it. Like I had the lines before and now it won't let me. What is off with this picture? Like, I'm just trying to be like, how can I time this better? Like, take another screenshot because then I can see them stopped. Right, and I can compare to the picture rather than trying to compare to the screen moving. The third bus is at 1 o'clock instead of at 11. Is it? Because when I took the screenshot, and like when the two balls cross towards me, it's at 11, I think. To me. I mean, it's just making me go crazy just looking at the balls spinning, maybe. Because yeah, we've got the circle. And like we can make a straight line with the circle as well, so that's what I was thinking looking at the door. Yeah, this is slightly ridiculous, okay? Like I am always willing to accept that I'm just not getting something, or you know, I've not quite got the knack of the puzzle. You know, I'm definitely not perfect, solve everything first time. But I'm finding that this is ridiculously finicky, like, and because we had the previous, it worked once previously, and then I was like, oh, is this not enough? Is there something else? And now I've broke it. So what I'm trying to make, right? I'm thinking of making this shape. Maybe if I can get the two... Though where will we get the dot from? Okay, let me look around then. Maybe I'm still missing something. Like maybe there is a third or fourth door I haven't looked at. Okay, we can't come up here. He just dead. We have to do mirroring? Okay, well, I assume the button was the, you know... Hey, that's the bottom, so that's how you know which way this is oriented.
There are some carved symbols.
Oh, we can climb this. I thought this was just like a
That
broken
really looks
thing.
like Nakal architecture.
Okay, well, I did miss something, so that's at least helpful in knowing that there's more information. Bowen, this is insane. I'm done. I'm done with your rituals, your masks, your aliases, and with your delusions. We won't find anything here besides death by the tendrils of those black smoke clouds. It's over. I'm leaving today. Don't try to talk me out of it. Farewell, Patricia. Okay, Patricia, the only woman in the crew, is like, I'm out of here.
Seems she had a rare moment of good judgment.
Dr. Patricia Seckler might have been deeply interested in studying alien entities or mysterious flying polyps, but she wasn't willing to die for it.
Yeah, she's smart. The tower's architectural structure differs from that of the other panoptic constructions. Perhaps it's not part of the city. Reaching the top will not be easy. We can't exactly use a stepladder.
This looks similar to the platform I used back on the island.
Yeah. It's because they had this black stuff. Or where the ooze was. Okay, there's like a whole thing here. There's a ladder. There's more like orbs and lenses. Oh, there's a simple shape. Look at this. Maybe we can do this.
These symbols must mean something.
Press button?
Nope, it isn't working.
This is... The elevator's broke. Okay, we'll be aiming this at something later. Okay. I still have hope that this puzzle will be not as ridiculous when we find all of the info. I was just jumping the gun and getting annoyed before it was the time.
Well, looks
hi.
like that did something.
Okay, we've activated the light.
How can these lenses still be so perfectly polished after millions of years down here?
There we go.
Yithian technology never ceased to fascinate Harry.
Aziz, light. I mean, again, even with the extra information, I'm not sure if eventually something's going to make spinning the balls easier, because it still seems like it requires timing. Okay, we can aim it there, but there's also another one over there, so we got a choice. The mirror light thing is done in movie The Mummy, that isn't Aliens that
Did you see anything like this in your visions of Nakotas, Evangeline?
The Yithian use technology based on mirrors and light, but this is the first time I've seen a system this complex.
Yeah, I mean, there's been lots of, and yes, there's always the whole ancient Egypt is just aliens, right? Okay, this just seems to, like, dead end here. Like, where can we point this? Yes, imagine making all that technology, you know, building giant buildings. I mean, you know, half of the answer to how did Egypt do this was abusing people, right? But, you know, then everyone else goes like, aliens? Okay, there's nothing we seem to be able to hit here with the light. Just right now, maybe when we fix the elevator. So do we send it the other way for now? There's also this cave there we can go into. I mean, honestly, my first thought was just that Fifth Element scene with the light, with the kid holding the sheet to reflect the light. Okay, yes, and then we have access to this, and we can shoot that lower down. Okay, that's actually bringing the light to the central area, so that may lead us to something. Okay, and then what? Yes, exactly. More aliens in ancient civilizations. I haven't watched that movie for ages. I should watch it again sometime. Like, oh, and then we can point it at that thing, and maybe that thing will tell us something about the balls. I've been missing all of the ball knowledge. There we go. Okay, it's telling... Oh, is this telling us about the outer balls? Okay, so this is...
Spheres are moving.
This is moving this. So it's showing us the outer spheres having an offset to each other. Maybe we don't have to synchronize all 4 spheres. Excuse me. I dropped my controller. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we don't have to synchronize all 4 spheres. It's just the first 2 spheres can be together, and the 3rd and 4th can be together. So let's see if we can recreate this then. Start with that. Yes, just rage. Throw my controller on the floor, storm out. Okay, so can I just do it with those 2 balls? So what do we want? When the 3rd ball is at 6 o'clock, the 4th ball, it's just like around 9? Yeah, Firefly eats the microphone, knocks over the camera. Just, yeah. So if we set the 4 ball running, when it's at 9 o'clock, we just set the 3rd. There we go. There we go. So, okay, so that lets us do that shape that we saw on the first, like the simple thing, right? Because we can rotate this. It's upside down. Okay, seems only the first thing rotates it. Okay. That's the shape, and then we press the button. Yes, it's...
I think I've got it. Sort of.
Okay, it's happening. So that moved one thing. I'm still gonna go by... It's sort of silly that that they put the simplest shape like the most hidden. So you're like, no, do the complicated things. Okay, so that did this. Did it make this work? Ah, we're going up. Aliens don't believe in self-destruct buttons, right? Ah.
It wasn't the first time Harry had stepped onto a stone platform lifted by black ooze, and it still unsettled him.
Okay, so oh, there's an okay. Well, we're gonna need to send the light back here first. Yes, I need light, so I need to send the light up first. I'm just gonna have to anticipate where it's going to be. We may have to go up and down a couple times, and that's gonna. There was a device there that's gonna tell us the other ball orientation. So if we just go up from here, maybe if we aim at that thing there, that's to tell us where to aim the light. Everybody on the self-destruct button when you don't know the language. Yes, that's the safety instructions to live by. Ah yes, well thank you for installing this guide there so we could easily point the light. See, that's the kind of things you put on to be like, hey, this is here to help you see. Okay.
Another one of those moving patterns.
And yes, they actually do take note of this. Okay, so now we basically have some semi-reverse, right? When the fourth bolt is at 6, then the third bolt is at 9. Hi there!
Lord, this place is crawling with those pollen things.
I don't think it's ours. We really must be careful.
Okay, so we have a friend now. So therefore, like, the shrimp aliens are kind of different than the ooze creatures, right? Because the shrimp aliens are all, let's share knowledge and talk together. But then the ooze is danger. Ooze makes you mad. I don't think we need the light down there anymore, so we're good to just go. So it's like, are the shrimp aliens abusing the ooze aliens? A snack that is not human shaped. Maybe. Maybe it can be convinced. Okay, so we're using the third and fourth ball again. But now, yes, we send the third ball first. And then when it's at 9 o'clock, we send the fourth ball. Is it not aligned? Oh no, wait, that's the second ball. I've misread that. Okay, so the second ball is at 9 o'clock and the fourth ball is at 6 o'clock. There we go. That gives us that. Oh, and now we can make the... Okay. If we add the third ball, we can make the second set of shapes. So that's why it's 6. So now we need to add the third ball to it, going quarter ahead of the fourth ball. So when the fourth ball is at 9, we release the third ball, we get that shape, yes. And now we can make line S with a dot S. So we need to leave this. Rotate this like this. This needs to be... upside down somewhat. Okay. That looks about right.
Right?
Yeah.
That one was tricky.
I mean, now that we're dealing with simpler things and we're dealing with step-by-step of how to put the balls together, right? So it's not like all the 4 balls need to match. It's like, it's just relationship between the 2 balls. It's starting to make more sense. I think it's just more of the, okay, you have to know, like, the very first puzzle is hidden like the deepest in the area. So you can't just go, oh yeah, I've looked at this, let's try figuring it out, right? You have to make sure you've looked at every single corner first. Okay, we can let light in here. Oh, from above, from where we saw that hole. Okay. So we need to go and play with the lights again. Let's go. So that's all the way back where this ladder is. We can point it down. Well, at least the balls are soothing. Yes, we can see this from here. There we go. And yes, once again, this puzzle is also about trekking around. They do like they're trekking around the room to get all of the things. Okay, that should get us another ball formation. Yes, the professor's good. He's a very healthy 67-year-old. And yes, this is the pattern we have already discovered. The first and second ball travel together. So all we need to now do is just make that first ball go when the second ball is crossing near it. Okay, that makes so much more sense. No, too far. Okay, there we go. That's all of the shapes. So now we just need to rotate. We need to put the middle S upside down. Like this. And then we need to not the circle. Spin this whole thing to make a line and an S. Close enough.
Yes.
Yeah, open big door.
The door's opening. Let's move ahead. Any sign of those polyps, Evangeline?
Not that I can see.
Yes, when it's broken ball by ball, makes much more sense.
There was no sign of Bowen either.
So I think in the end it was that note in that tent that was our demise in terms of like, oh, this must be information we want to use. Okay, there's footsteps.
Footprints that lead to that huge door.
Good lord, what happened here?
Looks like they ran into those smoke things.
Okay, we can squeeze past, but there was also a way down. Anything here? Secrets?
Harry stared at that strange cube that didn't seem to belong to the great race of Yith. What was that?
Yes, well, what is it? It's a different narrator. Right? It's no longer the wife. Is this a reference to something else? It made a sound. Okay. That gets pressed in. Okay, that resets it all. We have small shape, medium shape, big shape. Big shape. No. Ah, very small shape. Okay, small shape. 2 lines, 3 lines. No? Yeah, I'm thinking that it's just some like, what's the order, right? Because we can press the small thing. Then with 2. Then with 3. But then this resets. Okay, so this immediately resets. But then the other ones do not. And this gets pressed in. Oh, and then this gets pressed in. Okay. That also got pressed in. What's happening? Why am I just floating away?
After he solved it, Harry was still puzzled. What did that...
Excuse me, who do you think you are, sir? I'm the narrator of this story.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Wrong game.
Wrong game. The code is 8306. That's what the achievement said. Is this a reference to some other game? I didn't recognize the voice. 8306. Yeah, I'm not sure what game is that would be a reference to. May have to look it up. Well, I solved it, got the achievement, had a fun narrator exchange. I think the first game is played from the perspective of Nora, and she's her own narrator, so I think she narrates it as well. If I remember correctly.
More of those footprints.
I might be wrong, but like... Stanley's Paradox? So someone said... it didn't sound like that to me, but then it's been years and years since I played Stanley Paradox, so... I do not guarantee. Was there another game they released? I don't know. Not that I recall.
Look at this architecture. Does it look familiar to you?
Professor, this looks like the archives. The great library from my memories, but back then it was full of life. This place is in ruins.
I mean...
Makes sense, Evangeline. Millions of years have passed since you were here.
Exactly. Considering the amount of time, it's still, you know, fairly well preserved, some of it. Maybe it's for the future game. Maybe that's like the next thing they're planning.
Breathtaking.
If this is the place where I was millions of years ago, the mind-swapping device must be at the top of that basalt tower.
Okay, we get to do another... Whee!
What is this thing? Looks like a ray of light.
Let's go.
Whoa, whoa!
Also, if this place is just in Australia, how come no one just
Polyps are
came in
gathering
here?
over there.
What's going on? What are they trying to do?
I don't know what drives those creatures. I don't understand what they do, or why they do it.
Okay, they're just swirling, so gotta be careful they don't eat us. Also, the weather suddenly turned.
Professor, do you hear some kind of chanting?
Yes, and I believe I recognize the one chanting.
Owen.
Like this.
Okay, it's a big statue. And he's doing a ritual.
Bowen, stop right there!
Everhart, what are you doing here? How did
I
you...
took the number 3 bus to Nakotas. Now get out of there, you idiot!
Don't even think about it, Professor. Not when I'm this close. The Bowens have spent generations searching for the knowledge we were promised. Oh, yes. Nalathotep, herald of the almighty Azathoth.
Cultist ranting always sounds ridiculous, especially when they spout their nonsense out loud.
Enough of this. I'll drag you out of there by your heels if I have to.
Do not come any closer. I'm warning you.
Of course, things change when cultists are armed.
Listen to me, Bowen. I know the great race of Yith. They've spoken to me, and you know it. Look around you. Those black polyps wiped out your entire cult. And you're next. You have nothing to gain, do you hear me?
I've convinced him, Evie thought. I actually convinced that stubborn old fool. I can't believe it.
You think you're gonna stop me with your empty talk, girl? I've no time for your foolishness. The Black Pharaoh awaits.
Ugh, figures, Evie thought. And when Bowen powered up the mind-swapping device, she realized she'd have to do something, and fast.
Professor, if he activates the mind-swapping device, we're finished!
Harry was out of time. He had to make a decision.
Ah! Okay, well, we have to let her, right? Because they said we have to sacrifice her.
Harry remembered Dr. West's words. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum. Dr. West had to know what he was talking about. After all, he came from the future. He'd been in touch with the Yithian. He knew what would happen if Harry didn't follow his instructions.
Darn it! I have to stop him! You stay here!
Harry had learned that sometimes you had to make painful sacrifices. And this was certainly one of them.
I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry.
And without another word, Harry watched the stubborn Miskatonic physics student Evangeline Drayton sacrifice her life to save him and all of humanity.
Well, he could.
Evie found herself in the ooze pool, completely covered in the substance she feared most. She knew it was her death sentence, but at least she was going to make sure Caleb didn't swap his mind with anyone.
Damn brat! What do you think you're doing?
Shut your mouth, you weasel!
No, don't touch that. You'll interrupt the transfer process. No, no, no! Oh no, oh no. Not the ice.
And so, on November 6th, 1957, in that basalt tower of the city that millions of years earlier had been Nicotis, Evangeline Claire Drayton was consumed by black ooze.
Yes, like he could sacrifice himself, but I was kind of going with like, well, the alien told us that we had to do what Dr. West said. And Dr. West said, like, she had to do it, otherwise, if we let Bowen do his thing, then they still get the mind control device. But yes, I mean, there is a chapter select, so we should be able to just quickly
Upon waking
redo
in
this.
that infinite ocean of blackness, Evie thought that she had died. Well, I hope it was worth something at least, she thought.
Like, where have we been taken by the ooze?
She was waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, when a voice surprised her. One she recognized instantly.
Yes, is she here?
Her father's voice.
I know, her father.
Hey, Jitterbug.
Because he also died of the ooze.
How's everything going, sweetie?
What is this? Am I dreaming?
No.
Then, am I dead?
No, Evie. No, you're not dead. And neither am I. Well, not exactly.
You get to join the ooze
I don't understand
consciousness.
anything, Papa. I have so many questions.
Yeah, I know. Easy, sweetheart. We have all the time in the world.
What is this place? Where are we?
Well, this is the I-Core, kid. The core of the Elder God.
The Elder God? What is that?
Let's see, I don't know how to explain it. You know, I've never been too good with words, Evie. I know he had many names through the ages, but to me, it's simply the Elder God. His acts are hard to understand sometimes, but in his way, he connects us all beyond time and space. Yeah, but these are just, words. And words do not do him justice.
Frank didn't know how to put it into words, but he thought that maybe the Elder God was simply God.
So yes, I guess if you go to the ooze, you become one with the consciousness. So that's where the wife is as well. That's why she can just narrate whatever.
And what does that Elder God want from me?
To offer you his gratitude.
Gratitude? For what?
You've contributed something really important, Evie. The Yithians sustain their energy by channeling the Black Ichor. That's the essence of the Elder God. And that process caused him immense pain and suffering. But you've put an end to it. You've given the great race another way to transfer their consciousness. And now, they live beyond time and space, connected to the Elder God.
But Papa, I haven't done anything. Except stopping Bowen.
Maybe not in your time. Not yet.
What? I don't understand.
But you will. Believe me.
I'm covered in that black ooze. Shouldn't I be dead?
No, his blood doesn't affect those who are connected to him. I died, somehow, on the island, but I came into contact with the Black Ichor, with his blood. That's why I'm here. And that's why he couldn't harm you even if he wanted to, because someone connected to him loves you and protects you. That's me, Jitterbug.
I like this whole visual with like the picture frames speaking to us.
Who is Dr. West? Is it you?
Me? A doctor? Honey, I'm just a mechanic from Benoit.
Then who is it? Do you know?
Oh, you'll have the answer to that when you wake up, Evie.
That means I can't stay here with you, right?
Oh, Jitterbug. You're already here with me. Our whole family is, even my grandson.
What grandsons?
You need to go back to your time now. There's a life waiting for you. An important task you have to carry out, and people are depending on you. Harry is going to need your help. You promise me you'll help him?
Yes, I promise.
Good. Oh, and one more thing. Tell him his wife is waiting for him in Englewood. Don't worry, he'll understand.
I will.
Well, I guess this is goodbye, Jitterbug. For now.
I love you so much, Papa. I'm going to miss you terribly.
Well, it's only a matter of time. A matter of time and space. And remember, I love you very much, Evangeline.
Oh no, I'll try to go forward, see if we
Evangeline?
can hack that, but we
Evangeline,
couldn't.
can you hear me?
Yeah, so she's immune to ooze.
You did it, Evangeline. You saved us all.
Don't come any closer, Professor. I'm covered in...
Do not worry. He is also connected to the Ichor, Evie.
Evangeline couldn't believe her eyes. That was Caleb Bowen in that ridiculous Egyptian costume. Somehow he had survived the consciousness transfer.
Bowen, no.
I assume it's someone
What
else.
is he doing here?
No, Evangeline, it's not what it looks like. It's...
My race is deeply grateful to you both.
Evie understood at once who was now occupying Caleb Bowen's body.
The loop is in the process of closure. That is optimal. But we must continue working.
Process of closure? What are you talking about?
Do not worry. What comes next will be far easier. We only need to follow the plan you and I laid out the first time you contacted me. Dr. West.
Oh, she herself is Dr. West. Of course. because it's time loops. Okay, I'm gonna see if we can quickly go and get the other ending by letting the professor, or like by having the professor push her out and see what happens. Because we should be able to just jump in and solve that puzzle quickly and it works. So yes, overall, yes, an interesting game, interesting story. I think the puzzles were good. What let them down was a bit of that, yes, the journal wasn't working, so unless you were ready to take pictures of everything and notes because you knew it wasn't working, then there was a lot of running around the place, because that happened the same in that cult building, right? We had to go back and forth a lot. I have to duck out. Okay, Gloves, see you other time. Thanks for joining on this completely weirdly scheduled stream. She was selected for the Apollo space program. Okay, so I guess her name was West because she got married later on, so obviously she didn't know. She was friends with Katherine Johnson. So then, yes, because she got to be Dr. West, yes, so she basically skips into her own brain so that she can tell the professor what to do in order to get the right outcome for herself, basically.
Harry, we've never talked about it, but when the moment comes and I make the mind transfer, don't you think it would be easier if...
If you explain to my 1957 self who you are and what's going to happen in the future?
Yes.
What if something goes wrong with the loop because of that change? Wouldn't it break the space-time continuum?
Well, I'm not sure. I just wanted to spare you that unnecessary distress and...
I'll handle it, Evie. You know it. It's already happened. Better not to take any risks.
I guess you're right, Harry. And as you say, if we're still here, it's because it already happened.
Yes, so they planned this whole thing for themselves. Because that's how time loops work. Former Miskatonic Dean of Archaeology, Harrison Walton Everhart, dies at 89. Okay, so he eventually passed away, though he still had good 22 years. Does that mean when she was dating, her mind requirement was that the guy's name was West? Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, what's your name?
Harry
Not
Everhart
West?
died at 12:30 on May 6th, 1983. Moments after dying, Harry opened his eyes.
What happened? Where am I? I'm in Englewood. I'm young again.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
Nora? Nora!
Heavens! You're certainly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed today. Maybe I should not let you sleep in so much.
Nora, your hands are...
What? What's wrong with my hands? I promise I washed them before making breakfast.
But what about your illness?
What illness? What are you talking about? I'm healthy as a horse. Hey, don't get used to me bringing you breakfast, okay? I'll be out on the porch. We've got a long day ahead of us. And all the time in the world, old pal.
So they get to reconnect in the ooze. But yes, Evie's required to find a guy called West and get married. Yes, if we go quick to chapter 6. Or maybe we can just load a save if we continue. Where does it continue from? Because maybe we can just do the choice. Yeah, okay. So we just go to the end and we can replay
thing.
And get
Looks like
the
a
other
ray of
ending.
light.
Don't even have to solve the puzzles. So we can judge
Polyps are gathering over there.
which one's
What's going on?
the good ending,
What are they
if
trying
there
to
is
do?
one.
I I don't know what drives those creatures. I don't understand what they do, or why they do it.
But I guess part of it was that the Elder God was not too happy
Do you hear some kind
to
of
have his blood
chanting?
or their blood
Yes.
used.
And I believe I recognize
For
the
mind
one
transfers.
chanting. I don't like this.
So they wanted them to find something else to use, because don't want to be bled for it.
Bowen, stop right there!
Everhart, what are you doing here? How did
I took the number 3 bus to Nakotas. Now get out of there, you idiot!
Don't even think about it, Professor. Not when I'm this close. The Bowens have spent generations searching for the knowledge we were promised. Oh, yes. Nalathotep, herald of the almighty Azathoth.
Cultist ranting always sounds ridiculous, especially when they spout their nonsense out loud.
Enough of this. I'll drag you out of there by your heels if I have to.
Do not come any closer. I'm warning you.
He's
Of
brought
course,
a gun
things
to an
change when
ooze fight.
cultists are armed.
Listen to me, Bowen. I know the great race of Yith. They've spoken to me, and you know it. Look around you. Those black polyps wiped out your entire cult. And you're next. You have nothing to gain, do you hear me?
I've convinced him, Evie thought. I actually convinced that stubborn old fool. I can't believe it.
You think you're gonna stop me with your empty talk, girl? Time for your foolishness. The Black Pharaoh awaits.
Ugh, figures, Evie thought. And when Bowen powered up the mind-swapping device, she realized she'd have to do something, and fast.
Professor, if he activates the mind-swapping device, we're finished!
Harry was out of time. He had to make a decision.
Okay, stop Evangeline and take her place.
Harry remembered Dr. West's words. Evangeline has to sacrifice herself, Professor. It's the only way to stop Bowen and preserve the space-time continuum. But he didn't give a rat's ass what Dr. West had to say. Harry wasn't going to let Frank Drayton's daughter meet the same fate as her father. There had to be another way.
Professor? Professor!
I'm sorry, kid. I'm really sorry. For everything.
Harry!
And as she screamed, Evie watched the stubborn old grouchy archaeology professor sacrifice his life to save hers and all of humanity.
But he's also connected to the ooze,
Harry
so he should
found
be fine.
himself in the ooze pool, completely covered in the substance he feared most. He knew this was his death sentence, but at least he was going to make sure Caleb didn't swap his mind with anyone.
Are you out of your mind, Everhart? Haven't you seen what that liquid does to humans?
I know it better than you do, you kook.
No, don't touch that. You'll interrupt the transfer process. No, no, no! Oh no, oh no. Not the ice.
And so, on November 6th, 1957, in that basalt tower of the city that millions of years earlier had been Nakotas, my husband, Harry Everhart, was consumed by the black ooze.
But then the plan did go to plan, right? So, in theory, this is the wrong choice. But we get to see what he sees in the ooze. He gets told off. He gets like,
Upon
listen.
waking in that infinite ocean blackness, Harry thought that he had died. Well, I hope it was worth something at least, he thought. He was waiting to see the light at the end of the tunnel when a voice surprised him. One he recognized instantly. My voice.
Yeah, so he gets to see his
Harry?
wife
Nora?
in the ooze.
I'm so glad to see you, my dear old pal.
Nora? Nora! Am I dreaming?
No, you're not dreaming.
Then I'm dead, right?
No, you're not dead either.
understand, Nora. Everything is so confusing.
Easy, Harry. We've got plenty of time. Ask whatever you need to ask.
So now she's gonna be in the pictures.
Where am I? Where are we? What is this place?
This, Harry, is the Ichor, a place beyond time and space. And now you're connected.
Connected to whom? To you?
To the Elder God. Both of us are.
What or who is this Elder God?
It's hard to provide a simple answer to such a complicated question, Harry. The Elder God has gone by many names throughout the ages. Amaterasu, Serens, Kor Yithar, Kailamanu. His judgment is inscrutable, at times even incomprehensible. And in some way, those of us who are part of him are connected, beyond time and space. I don't know, Harry. Maybe the Elder God is simply God.
Cthulhu was an elder god. Yeah, it's all that. Well, I mean, it changes, like, obviously he is here now, but obviously it may change something about the resolution of the time loop.
What does the Elder God want?
To offer you its gratitude. It's what I've been trying to tell you ever since you and I parted ways.
The shadows. That was you?
Exactly. But it isn't easy to communicate with someone outside the Ichor. And I'll admit, an oily shadow probably wasn't the sight you were hoping for.
Exactly, it's like, oh yes, I will freak my husband out by sending weird ooze into his vision. Because yeah, it might be that this time the other alien from the other race doesn't get to replace Bowen, and then that leads to some of the plan breaking.
And why is the Elder God grateful to me?
The Yithians sustained their energy by channeling the Black Ichor. The Ichor is the essence of the Elder God. That process caused him immense pain and suffering, but you've put an end to it. You've given the great race another way to transfer their consciousness. And now they live beyond time and space, connected to the Elder God.
But Nora, I haven't done anything beyond stopping that kook Bowen.
But you will. And at the same time, you've already done it.
Nora, I don't think I follow.
Harry, it takes a while to understand what beyond time and space means. But you will, my love. Believe me.
How is it possible that I didn't die? I'm covered in that black ooze.
The blood of the Elder God does not harm those who are connected to him. That's why it didn't harm me on the island. That's why you sent me there, remember? To be who I really was? Now he can't and won't hurt you either. Because connected to him is someone who loves you and protects you. And that's me, Harry.
So yeah, she somehow was already connected to the Elder God. That was her disease, and she just had to return to the ooze.
Who is or was Dr. West? Is it you?
No, Harry. I'm just a humble art teacher from Newburyport. Don't worry. Dr. West will be waiting for you when you wake up.
That means I can't stay here with you, can I?
Harry, you're already here with me, my love. We've been together for all eternity.
What?
But you need to go back to your time now. There's a life waiting for you, an important task you have to carry out, and people who depend on you. Evie will need your help, and you'll only be able to help her if you live a whole life. Will you promise me that?
Yes, I promise.
And one more thing. Tell Evie Papa is waiting for her at the Benoit house with the whole family. She'll know what it means.
I'll tell her.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. For now.
I love you so much, Nora. I'm going to miss you terribly.
Don't be sad, Harry. It's only a matter of time. A matter of time and space. And remember, I love you too, Harry.
Harry, can you hear me?
Okay, so did it work?
No.
You did
Or
it,
did we
Professor.
break it?
You saved us all.
Don't come any closer, Evangeline. I'm covered in...
Do not worry. She is also connected to the Ichor, Professor Everhart.
Harry couldn't believe his eyes. That was Caleb Bowen in that ridiculous Egyptian costume. Somehow he had survived the consciousness
That's
transfer.
still the same.
Bowen? No. What is he doing here?
No, Professor, it's not what it looks like. It's...
My race is deeply grateful to you both.
Harry understood at once who was now occupying Caleb Bowen's body.
The loop is in the process of closure. That is optimal. But we must continue working.
Process of closure? What are you talking about?
Do not worry. What comes next will be far easier. We only need to follow the plan you and I laid out the first time you contacted me.
Yeah, it looks like it's all the same. I thought this
Dr.
would be...
West.
I thought this would be like bad ending, that he didn't listen and that broke the whole plan and, you know, now everyone is doomed. But it seems the loop is still closing and everyone's fine, so yes, the only difference seems to be that which one of them gets to talk to their loved one inside of the Ichor, so... Right, it's like... illusion of choice, right? Yes, you get to make a choice and you get to see the other character, but it's not exactly making any difference. But yeah, she gets married, still becomes West. He retires, and then yes, they work on the various things. So yes, that didn't change much. But yes, I guess that's it. So I mean, generally, I found this game enjoyable. I think it was fun to play, and yes, there were some niggles that were kind of like annoying, but you know, nothing's all that perfect. But yes, yeah, like you don't need to replay the ending. Just one is enough. So yes. The puzzles were good enough. Like they were definitely fun to solve once you got around to the whole, okay, well, what all of these pieces of information that we need to gather, make sure we've gone into every room, gotten everything. But yes, on the whole, I think it's good. It's quite slow, I would say, right? It's not like puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. It's kind of more...
We
just get to go along with it.
When the moment comes and I make the mind transfer, don't you think it would be easier if...
If you explain to my 1957 self who you are and what's
Yes,
going to happen in the future.
Still the same thing.
Yes.
What if something goes wrong with the loop because of that change? Wouldn't it break the space-time continuum?
Well, I'm not sure. I just wanted to spare you that unnecessary distress, and...
I'll handle it, Evie. You know it. It's already happened. Better not to take any risks.
I guess you're right, Harry. And as you say, if we're still here, it's because it already happened.
Yes, apparently this is one of the strongest time loops. It's difficult to break that one. It still does what it needs to do. Yeah, I think it has a good balance between the narrative and the puzzles, right? You keep going through the narrative and the puzzles are integrated into it, right? It doesn't feel very disconnected that like, oh, you know, you get some story and then you get some puzzles that have nothing to do with it. You just need to solve them, right? It did all feel like a one whole. that comes together. So
Harry
yes,
Everhart died at 12:30 on
I'm
May
still
6th,
happy I played it.
1983.
Okay, this is all going to
Moments
be
after dying,
the
Harry
same as
opened his
well.
eyes.
So
What happened?
I'm just going to skip out of it because it's going to be the same. It's that same cutscene, and otherwise they're yapping while I'm trying to yap. I get to yap now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth the wait over the internet troubles and heat wave and all that stuff. Yes, not even a Switch where we get to see what happened. What happened to Evie, right? She didn't get to go in, yes, because she says tell Evie that her father is waiting. But then, yeah, we don't get to see Hare have a cutscene with her dad, so they didn't even include that. Which, I mean, again, it costs money to do those things for the game, right? They would have to have another cutscene animated, all that stuff. So that's also understandable, but then did we need a choice at the end, right? Did it add a lot to our experience of the game? Maybe if it just kind of went through with the ending, it would have been fine as well. But yeah, again, overall, enjoyed it. I am going to try and figure out what that extra narrator reference was, like, off stream. If I figure it out, I will, like, probably just leave it in a comment under the VOD, if I can find it. But yes, so we will be wrapping up for today. Now, as I mentioned at the start, tomorrow is basically Puzzle Game Christmas, because what's happening tomorrow is the Cerebral showcase starts on stream, which is on Steam, which is like sales and demos and all that stuff of puzzle games, right? So I expect a bunch of things to get announced, some things to get a demo, stuff like that, and some things to go on sale as well. It's also Thinky Games Direct, which again is gonna be a stream with trailers and announcements and all that stuff. Again, mostly it's focused on puzzle games, right? So lots and lots of announcements I expect. Tomorrow is also the release day for Map, an expansion to Escape Simulator 2. Also something else is coming out, I think. I'm just opening. Oh yes, the Secrets of Valender Castle escape room are also coming out tomorrow. So there is definitely a few things coming in. Again, because of the events, there will probably be more. I just don't currently have them on my wish list. So, because there is a bunch of things happening, and I'm quite excited for Map, but I also want to do Escape Simulator 2 and Valender Castle. I am gonna try to stream Map tomorrow. I just have to, basically, few things have to come together, which is that the game comes out while it's still relatively early here during the day, so I get to download it, it works, all that stuff, and I get off work at a reasonable time, so I still have time to get ready for the stream. So, of course, if I do a stream, I will schedule it on the channel. It might be the same time as normal, or it might be maybe an hour later, because again, if I'm coming off work later, then I may not have time to like start the same time as usual. But I would like to do it, so you know, if you're around tomorrow as well, and you wanna check it out, hopefully you can visit the stream. If for some reason it doesn't work out, then there will be a stream on Sunday. But currently that is my plan. So I'm hoping basically work doesn't explode in some way that makes me stuck there and then I'm unable to stream. So fingers crossed! almost. And yes, then we can play map. Cool. So, for today, thank you all for coming, thank you for chatting, thank you for liking the stream, or just for hanging out. As always, everything helps. Just you being here or watching the VOD if you're watching the VOD. Always super helpful. So, I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your night, and maybe I will see you tomorrow, or maybe you'll just pick up some fun demos or see some good trailer in the showcases. I probably won't even have time to watch like the whole Thingy Direct before the stream, but we'll see. So yes, and of course, always thank you to all the members for supporting the channel, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.